Good day, my friends, and welcome to a new video. This is Memology 101 here. And yeah, I was just watching a video about DeFranco, and I remember that he's always bitching about the monetization, the YouTube algorithm, or having his videos suppressed, according to him, even though he has mad views, almost a million views on each video, and plus the sponsorships. He has 2 channels and a Patreon. Now, he just posted a video one day ago, and according to the information that I received thanks to a viewer, I went to check the description on that video, and not a surprise for me, but I saw that he didn't cite the sources for a particular story because he said that those links for the story were too controversial to be sourced and will likely cause that video that he made to be demonetized. So we have DeFranco choosing money over transparency. And the reason I bring this point up is because I remember that he created the DeFranco Elite, which is his Patreon, to fill the gaps or those instances in which his channel may have videos demonetized. He stated that himself, but again, he is not fulfilling his promises, and even though he has Patreon funding, he is not complying with what he promised. So instead of acting like a news network, which he claims he's building the next big news network that is going against every mainstream media, though that hasn't happened yet. We're already 2 years later and he hasn't done shit about that. But let me show you the footage, alright?
Actually, the first thing I want to talk about today involves these videos. To the people that have been messaging me, yes, I know that some of the videos this week haven't been popping up on your homepage and the recommended on the sidebar. We looked into the behind-the-scene analytics for these videos here on YouTube, and it appears to be a big issue. In general, on a video, about 13 to 16% of the views come from recommended, being on the homepage or in the sidebar. Looking at the analytics on things like yesterday's video, that was at 1.6%. So the educated guess you can make with that number is that initially they did pop up, but then the video was suppressed. And looking at how this has happened with several videos, it looks like it happens with certain kinds of content. Yesterday, I think it was connected to the showing of the video in the bully story. And today, because of the content, we're most likely going to get hit again. But I only mention this for the about 14% of people that have been using the homepage or recommended as a way to find out when I post new.
At the end of the day, DeFranco is just behaving like any other YouTuber. Yeah, having problems with the monetization issue. But if you're going to claim that you are building a news network, you can't go ahead and avoid citing sources for situations like this. This is not a news network, and it will never be. And the money for the DeFranco Elite that is supposed to help when this happens is not being used for that as well. So think about that for a second. Now let me remind you that he said he was not going to let outside or external factors manipulate the way in which he presented the news. But that is exactly what is happening right now.
A fan funding initiative through Patreon. I want to do it independently to make sure no corporate interests can manipulate and control how the news is presented. Being forced to talk about a topic or not being able to talk about a topic or having to push some sort of agenda. Those strings can't be there if I truly want to create this. And I say that having been offered to be a part of something much bigger than what I'm doing now, to build someone else's property or to even go with my vision but still be able to be controlled. I wouldn't have the level of control needed to actually deliver on what I'm talking about right now. I want to have a real impact on this world, and I feel like there are people people like you that also crave that. And that's why to me, it's a no-brainer not to only make content for you, but with you. Now keep in mind, I am taking one of the biggest risks of my career and one of the most toxic and uncertain of time.
Or if they're just like, cha-ching, motherfucker.
If you ain't even put in a day of work, now they going crazy cause I made it first. See homie, I just made it work. It's a cold world, that's my old girl. She's in my pain and I ain't even trying to make it hurt.